This right here is the new 2025 ASUS ROG Strix Scar 18. Yep, that's a little bit of a mouthful. And if you're into gaming, content creation, or just flexing the fact that your laptop is more powerful than most people's desktops, then this is the laptop for you. In terms of the specs on the Strix Scar 18, ASUS clearly never held back. You're looking at an Intel Core Ultra 9 275HX CPU, which is literally one of the top of the line chips right now, paired with the new insane RTX 5090 GPU. This is actually my first time getting a hands-on experience with the new 5000 series cards, so you know your boy had to start gaming on it. I booted up Helldivers 2 just to see what this thing could do, and with every setting cranked to the ceiling, I was hitting some buttery smooth FPS. And let me just say this is without DLSS 4 because Helldivers 2 doesn't support that yet. So with games that actually support DLSS 4, you're going to get a much larger frame jump, which would be amazing. Now moving on to some of the other specs on the device, you have 64 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM clocked at 5600 megahertz, which is genuinely more memory than I think most people would know what to do with. And for the storage, there is 4 terabytes of PCIe Gen 4 SSD. And something really cool that ASUS did, which I'm a big fan of, is instead of having to take out all those screws in the back of your laptop to replace the SSD or RAM, the new ROG Strix Scar series has a latch that you can just simply flip over and pop open the back plate to access it very simply. I guess I'm not gonna really need this toolset anymore. Okay, wait, hold on, you still gotta change the SSD. Okay, never mind. The point is, it's just really made simple. Now moving on to a very important part about a laptop, and that is the display. And over there, you're getting an 18-inch ROG Nebula HDR display, which has QHD plus resolution, and for your gaming needs, it has a refresh rate of 240 Hz, with a 3 millisecond response time. The display itself also features over 2,000 dimming zones, and hits 1,200 nits of peak brightness. Plus, it has 100% coverage of DCI-P3, which does make it a pretty stunning display to look at. Look, it is not an OLED display, but I have to say that, I didn't even notice it. Because honestly, ASUS did a really good job with that HDR Nebula display. Now, I also love that ASUS didn't skimp on the amount of ports that it has. You're looking at 3 USB-A ports, 2 USB-C Thunderbolt 5 ports, and of course your HDMI 2.1 and 3.5mm headphone jack, and finally an Ethernet port, which is obviously non-negotiable because you need that stable low latency gaming. And look, it doesn't just have insane specs under the hood, it actually looks pretty insane too. You've got fully customizable RGB on the keyboard, a glowing RGB logo on the lid, a full RGB strip around the bottom of the laptop, yes, all the way around, and that sweet Anime Vision display on the back. And with the display, you can upload custom animations, logos, or just flex your personal style while you're on the go. Now, of course, the device is going to need a lot of cooling because RTX 5090. It's gonna be a bit intense in there. So of course, to combat the heat, ASUS went for a conductor knot extreme liquid metal on the CPU and GPU. Conductor knot? Am I saying that right? Plus a triple fan system and a full heatsink redesign for better airflow. I have noticed that there is a difference in fan noise compared to my older G16, just the base model. I do think it's a lot softer, especially under those heavy loads. And I do think this has a lot to do with the fact that it's much thicker at the back and the fans really blow it outwards from there, so it doesn't blow towards you. And if you want control over all that power, like your fans and your components, then it's super easy thanks to ASUS's pre-installed Armory Crate app. They really made things simple, but then on the other end, you can also go into much more detail if you would like. Beginner or pro, they've catered to both. The ROG Strix Scar 18 is definitely been designed to be the ultimate gaming competitive laptop, and they're definitely trying to prove it. I'll leave a link down below to the webpage of this laptop so that you can go check out a bit more information for yourself. And please let me know down in the comments if you want a full review of this device. Full. Stay cracktastic, and I'll catch you in the next one.